Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing a deep dive into academicjobs.com.
Okay.
So it's a platform that's supposed to be more than just a job board, and
Yeah.
they're aiming to be.
Okay.
And I'm quoting the CEO here, Jared Kanize,
Mm-hmm.
a platform that engages and nurtures the well-being, happiness, and life purpose of all working in higher ed.
Mm.
That's kind of a big goal,
Yeah, it is to work.
a lofty goal for a website, for sure.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're trying to create a comprehensive ecosystem
Mm-hmm.
for academics.
Right.
So going beyond just, connecting job seekers
Right.
with employers.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they deliver on that promise
Exactly.
based on the materials we have.
So let's unpack this.
Okay.
They bill themselves as your gateway to higher education and research careers.
Mm-hmm.
And the range of listings that they offer is really quite impressive. I mean,
Right.
you've got faculty positions, research jobs, administrative roles, like the whole gamut. The whole gamut.
Of higher ed careers.
Yeah, and it seems like it's not just about finding any job.
Right.
Right. Their motto is find your best.
Mhm.
And that suggests that they're really focused on helping academics find roles that align with their passions and purpose.
Yeah.
Which I think resonates with Kanize's statement about well-being
Right.
and life purpose,
Yeah.
suggesting a more holistic approach to career development.
Absolutely. And they even offer these exclusive opportunities,
Oh,
positions that you won't find on any other platform.
okay.
So, giving you a little bit of a competitive edge there.
Yeah,
And then to make your job search even smoother,
right.
they have advanced search functions, personalized job alerts, a whole suite of career resources.
It sounds very comprehensive.
It is.
What I find interesting is the emphasis on connecting professionals
Okay.
with reputable institutions.
Mm-hmm.
It suggests that there's a level of curation
Okay.
and quality control,
Yeah.
which could be really reassuring. For job seekers who are looking for a certain caliber of employer.
Absolutely. You're not just wading through, a sea of random postings.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one thing that surprised me was the breakdown of job categories.
Okay.
They have higher ed jobs, research jobs, university jobs, and then surprisingly, administrative staff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that administrative staff makes up 50% of all academic jobs?
Wow, that's a significant statistic.
It is.
It really challenges that common perception that academic job equals professor.
Right, yeah.
So this opens up a whole new world of possibilities for those who maybe hadn't considered an academic career before.
Yeah.
Maybe someone with a passion for student services or research administration, like
Absolutely.
all of those support roles.
Yeah. And to give you an idea of what's out there,
Okay.
they highlight featured academic roles,
Mm-hmm.
like lecturer in biomedical sciences, research fellow in artificial intelligence, and university administrator in student services.
Oh, wow.
So seeing these...
Was a really specific example.
Yeah, helps you kind of envision yourself
Yeah.
in those roles.
Yeah, I can see that.
They also encourage academics to join the academic jobs community,
Okay.
which offers personalized job alerts, career advice updates on new postings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this built-in support system
Right.
for your career journey.
Yeah, and speaking of support,
Yeah,
they don't just cater to job seekers.
right.
Universities and research institutions can actually use this platform to find top talent with tools like their quick job post technology.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So what makes it so quick?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Is it just a streamlined interface, or is there
Yeah.
something more sophisticated happening?
Right.
They don't go into a ton of detail in these materials,
Okay.
but they do mention advanced features like targeted outreach and robust filtering options,
Yeah.
which suggests, a data-driven approach
Yeah.
to matching talent with opportunities.
It sounds like they're trying to take the guesswork out of recruitment, both for the institutions and for the job seekers.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that could be a win-win,
Right.
leading to more efficient hiring processes.
Yeah.
And ultimately better matches
Right.
between individuals and institutions.
Yeah. And speaking of going above and beyond,
Okay.
they also produce their own podcasts,
Oh, wow.
like the Higher Ed Recruitment Podcast,
Yeah.
the Academic Papers Podcast, the Flying University Podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and Academic Jobs Media.
That's a pretty diverse range of topics.
It is.
It suggests that they're really invested in providing valuable content beyond just those job listings.
Right.
So I think for our listeners,
Yeah.
Especially since they're already deeply involved in the world of higher education,
Yeah.
I think those podcasts could be a fantastic resource
I agree.
for staying informed about trends, learning from experts, and even discovering career paths they may not have considered before.
Yeah, and so, we've got the job listings,
Mhm.
we've got the community features, the career resources,
Yeah.
the podcasts. You're
Yeah.
really building like a whole ecosystem here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
But does it all connect back to that initial promise
Right.
of well-being, happiness, and life purpose?
That's the key question, right?
Right.
On the surface, they're providing valuable tools and resources.
Yeah.
But how do those tools actually translate into a sense of fulfillment and purpose?
That's where I'm a little unsure.
Yeah.
For example, they highlight top faculty positions, top cities for uni jobs, and top-ranked universities in the world.
Oh.
While informative, I'm not sure how these rankings necessarily contribute to well-being and purpose.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
It seems like these rankings could
Yeah.
inadvertently reinforce the idea that certain institutions or locations
Right.
are more desirable than others,
Right, yeah.
potentially leading to, a sense of competition and pressure
Yeah,
rather than genuine fulfillment.
exactly.
Okay.
Maybe instead of focusing on top rankings, they could highlight institutions that are known for fostering a positive work environment, promoting work-life balance, or supporting faculty development.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Now, that would align with
Right.
their mission of promoting well-being and happiness in higher ed.
Yes.
It's a way to showcase those institutions that are truly invested in the holistic development of their employees.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's about shifting the focus from external validation to internal satisfaction.
Hmm?
It's not just about landing a prestigious job.
Right.
It's about finding a role that aligns with your values and allows you to thrive.
Absolutely. And speaking of aligning with your values,
Yeah.
let's delve into their podcasts a bit more.
Okay.
I'm particularly intrigued by the Flying University podcast.
Yeah.
The name itself suggests something innovative and maybe even a bit unconventional.
Right. It makes me wonder if they're exploring alternative approaches to higher education
Yeah.
or showcasing academics who are working outside of traditional institutions.
Right.
That would be fascinating.
That would be really interesting. And it
Wow.
would definitely tie back to their mission of encouraging academics to find your best,
Right.
even if that best lies outside of the conventional academic track.
I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
They're pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo of what it means to have a fulfilling career in higher education.
Exactly. And that's where I think their Academic Jobs Media channel on YouTube comes in.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that they're using that platform to really showcase the diverse range of opportunities within the field
Okay.
and going beyond those traditional professorial roles.
So they're saying, hey, there's a whole world of possibilities out there, and we're here to help you find your place in it.
Right. And that's a powerful message,
It is.
especially for young academics who are just starting their careers
Yeah.
and might be feeling overwhelmed by that traditional academic path.
Mm-hmm.
It's about empowering them to create their own definition of success.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll
That's good.
delve into this a little bit further.
All right. One thing that strikes me about academicjobs.com is their commitment to fostering a sense of community.
Okay.
It's not just about finding a job. It's
Mhm.
about connecting with like-minded individuals
Yeah.
and building relationships that can support your career growth.
We talked about their join the academic jobs community call to action earlier,
Right.
but I think it's worth kind of digging a little deeper into that.
Yeah.
What exactly does this community offer?
Yeah.
And how does it contribute to that sense of well-being and purpose that we keep coming back to?
Well, it seems like it goes beyond just, job alerts and career advice.
Okay.
They've got forums where academics can discuss research, share ideas, and even collaborate on projects.
Oh, interesting. So it's really like
Yeah.
fostering that collaboration.
Yeah, it reminds me of what Kanize said about faculty staff using the platform to collaborate and co-author through sharing their research ideas and openness to new opportunities.
Yes.
So it sounds like they're trying to facilitate a
Mhm.
more collaborative and supportive academic culture.
And that can be so valuable,
Absolutely.
especially for early career academics
Right.
who might be feeling isolated or unsure of how to navigate the often competitive world of academia.
It's a tough world out there.
It is.
Having that community of peers to turn to for advice, support, or even just a sense of camaraderie can make a huge difference.
And it aligns with their find your best motto in
Yeah.
a way. It's not just about finding the right job. It's about finding your tribe, your people,
Right.
ones who get you,
Yeah.
and support your aspirations.
And that sense of belonging can be a really powerful motivator,
Absolutely.
driving you to do your best work
Yeah.
and contribute meaningfully to your field.
So speaking of contributing meaningfully, let's talk about their academic papers podcast.
All right.
I know you're a big proponent of open access scholarship,
I am.
so I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Ah.
I think it's a fantastic way to make academic research more accessible to a wider audience. Traditionally, research findings have been locked away behind paywalls
Right.
and journal subscriptions,
Yeah.
limiting their impact and reach.
It's like this hidden world of knowledge
Exactly.
that only a select few get to access.
And that's where I think the Academic Papers podcast comes in,
I-
by featuring researchers who are discussing their work in an engaging and accessible format.
Right.
They're breaking down those barriers and opening up the world of academia to anyone with an internet connection.
It's democratizing knowledge,
It is.
isn't it?
Yes.
It's making research more relevant and relatable to people outside of academia.
Precisely. And that's crucial for fostering a more informed and engaged public. And it also, I think, benefits the researchers themselves.
Yeah.
By sharing their work on a platform like this, they're increasing their visibility,
Okay.
potentially attracting collaborators, and ultimately making a greater impact
Right.
with their research.
It's a win-win
It is.
all around.
Yeah.
Now let's shift gears a little bit
Okay.
and talk about some of the practicalities of using academicjobs.com.
Right.
They tout their quick job post technology as a game changer for universities and research institutions. So can you shed some light on how this technology actually works?
Sure. From what they describe, it seems to be a combination of a streamlined interface
Okay.
and AI-powered keyword matching.
Okay.
So institutions can quickly and easily create job postings by inputting key information about the position, and the platform's algorithms automatically match those postings with relevant candidates in their database.
So it's not just about speed.
Right.
It's about precision as well.
Exactly.
It's about making sure that the right candidates are seeing the right opportunities.
And that can save institutions a ton of time and effort,
Yes.
allowing them to focus on other aspects of the recruitment process,
Right.
like interviewing and evaluating candidates.
And then from a job seeker's perspective,
Right.
it means they're more likely to see positions that are actually a good fit for
Exactly.
their skills and experience.
It's about reducing that feeling of overwhelm and frustration
Right.
that can come from sifting through endless irrelevant job postings.
Yeah. You're not just getting, a million emails a day
Right, exactly.
that don't pertain to you at all.
It's about making the job search process more targeted
Right.
and efficient for both job seekers and institutions.
And I think that ties back to their overall mission,
Yeah.
promoting well-being and purpose by streamlining the job search process and ensuring better matches.
Yeah.
You're reducing stress and increasing the likelihood of finding a fulfilling career path.
It's not just about landing a job. It's about finding the right job,
Yes.
the one that makes you feel energized and motivated to
Yeah.
contribute your best work.
And when you're in a role that aligns with your skills, interests, and values,
Right.
it's natural to feel a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction.
Absolutely. And that sense of purpose and satisfaction can kind of spill over
Yeah,
into other areas of your life.
absolutely. It's all interconnected.
It is.
When you feel fulfilled in your work, it's easier to feel positive and optimistic about life in general.
I agree.
Okay, so we've covered their job listings,
Mm-hmm.
their community features, their podcasts, their quick job post technology.
Right.
It's a pretty impressive platform.
It is.
But we haven't talked much about their top cities for uni jobs and top-ranked universities in the world sections.
Right.
What are your thoughts on those?
It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
On the one hand, these sections can be informative,
Okay.
providing valuable insights into the global landscape of higher education. It's interesting to see which cities and institutions are attracting the most talent and investment.
Yeah, it can broaden your horizons
Yeah.
and maybe even inspire you to consider opportunities that you hadn't thought of before.
Right.
But on the other hand, I worry that these rankings could perpetuate a sense of hierarchy and competition within academia.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember that these rankings are based on specific criteria,
Right.
which may not reflect the full picture
Exactly.
of an institution's culture or values.
A top-ranked university might not necessarily be the best fit for everyone.
Exactly.
It's more about finding an institution that aligns with your personal and professional goals,
Right.
regardless of its ranking.
And it's about remembering that a fulfilling career in higher education
Yes.
can be found in a variety of settings, from small liberal arts colleges to large research universities, from bustling urban centers to quiet rural towns.
You know, it's about looking beyond the rankings and focusing on what truly matters to you.
And that's where I think academicjobs.com's emphasis on community and personalized resources can be helpful.
Right.
By connecting with others in your field and taking advantage of their career advice and guidance, you can get a better sense of which institutions and locations might be a good fit for you, regardless of their ranking.
So it's about taking ownership of your career path and making choices that lead to genuine fulfillment.
Exactly. And that's ultimately what I think Find Your Best is all about.
Okay, so we've explored a lot about academicjobs.com.
We have.
And, you know, everything from their comprehensive job listings and their features to their commitment to community building and fostering a more holistic view of higher education careers.
Right.
But the big question remains.
Yeah.
Does this platform actually live up to its promise of nurturing well-being, happiness, and life purpose
Right.
in the often very demanding world of academia?
Well, it's a complex question.
Yeah.
Without a simple yes or no answer. I think based on what we've seen, academicjobs.com is certainly making a genuine effort to create a more supportive and purpose-driven environment for academics.
Right.
You know, their focus on aligning careers with individual passions and values, their emphasis on community and collaboration, and their efforts to make research more accessible, I think are all really positive steps in the right direction.
Yeah, it's refreshing to see a platform that acknowledges that a fulfilling career is about more than just a prestigious title or a hefty paycheck.
Exactly.
They seem to understand that true happiness in academia comes from finding a role that allows you to make a meaningful contribution, connect with like-minded individuals, and continuously grow and evolve.
And they're providing, I think, concrete tools and resources to help academics achieve those goals.
Yeah.
Whether it's through personalized job alerts, the career advice forums, the podcasts that showcase diverse career paths, or their platform for collaborative research. They're really empowering academics to take control of their careers and create a more fulfilling work life.
But we also have to acknowledge the potential pitfalls.
Yeah.
The emphasis on top universities and cities, while it is informative, could inadvertently fuel a culture of competition and status seeking that can be detrimental to well-being.
And while technology can certainly streamline the job search process, it's crucial to ensure that the human element isn't lost in the algorithms. It's all about balance.
Right.
Technology should be used to enhance human connection and facilitate those meaningful interactions, not replace them.
Right.
And it's important for academicjobs.com to be mindful of how their platform might contribute to or mitigate existing inequities within academia.
Yeah.
You know, do they offer resources or initiatives specifically aimed at promoting diversity and inclusion? Are they actively working to ensure that their platform benefits academics from all backgrounds and career stages?
Those are all excellent points.
Yeah.
And it really highlights the fact that no platform, however well-intentioned, can single-handedly solve the systemic challenges within academia. You know, it's ultimately up to individuals and institutions to create that culture of support, inclusivity, and purpose.
Absolutely. Academicjobs.com can provide the tools and the framework.
Yeah.
But it's up to the academic community to use those tools responsibly and really build a better future for higher education.
So where does this leave you, dear listener?
Yeah.
We've given you a deep dive into academicjobs.com. We've highlighted its potential benefits and its potential drawbacks.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to decide.
Explore the platform for yourself. See if it resonates with your values and your vision for your career in higher education.
Yeah.
Engage with the community. Listen to the podcasts, and take advantage of the resources they offer.
Right.
And most importantly, ask yourself, what does Find Your Best mean to you?
And remember, your best is not a fixed destination. It's an ongoing journey of growth, discovery, and contribution.
Absolutely.
And whether you use academicjobs.com as a tool on that journey or find other paths that lead you to a fulfilling career in academia, we encourage you to embrace the possibilities, challenge the status quo, and never stop learning.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah.
We hope it's giving you some food for thought and some inspiration as you navigate the ever-evolving world of higher education.